I bet you didn't know how much fixing a DEF injector issue on your Ford diesel truck could actually cost, so stick around until the end because I'll break it down for you. Hey Ford truck fans, if you drive a 2017 to 2020 Super Duty or a 2018 to 2020 F-150 with a 6.7L or 3.0L diesel, listen up, this is important. Today I'm breaking down a DEF injector problem that's been popping up, especially if you've seen the dreaded check engine light with code P208E. Here's the technical side. The DEF injector sprays a fine mist of diesel exhaust fluid, basically a mix of urea and deionized water, into the exhaust stream to help reduce emissions. Over time, especially if the truck is used for short trips or sits for long periods, the urea in the DEF can crystallize. These urea crystals start to build up inside the injector nozzle, gradually clogging it. When the nozzle gets partially or fully blocked, the DEF can't be dosed properly. That's when you'll see the check engine light and code P208E. But you might also notice other symptoms: reduced engine power, poor fuel economy, increased exhaust smoke, or even the truck going into limp mode. Sometimes you'll get a warning about the emissions system or a message saying the engine will not restart after a certain number of miles. Cold weather makes this problem even worse. When temperatures drop, any moisture in the DEF system can freeze, and the urea crystals become even more likely to form and stick inside the injector. If the injector freezes shut or gets clogged, the truck can't inject DEF at all, which triggers more severe warnings and can leave you stranded or stuck in limp mode. If this issue is ignored, the emission system can't do its job, and the truck will eventually limit your speed or refuse to start until the problem is fixed. Long term, ignoring a clogged DEF injector can also lead to damage in other emissions components, which means bigger repair bills down the road. Ford's guidance is clear. Media group, technician performing diagnostic test on Ford diesel engine, mechanic using scan tool on truck in service bay, add it stock, add it distribute _ equally. Run the DEF injector dosing test. If it fails, repeat the test up to 2 more times. If you hit the right dose, great, you're done. If not, it's time to swap that injector for a new one. This is the only real fix for a clogged nozzle. And no, don't let anyone convince you to replace the DEF pump for this code. It's not the fix. The pump isn't the problem here, it's the injector nozzle getting blocked by those stubborn urea crystals. Now let's talk about what people are saying online. If you check out truck owner forums and social media groups, you'll see this DEF injector issue is a hot topic. Owners are sharing a ton of complaints about sudden check engine lights, trucks going into limp mode at the worst possible times, and the frustration of being stranded, especially after a cold snap. Some folks mention their trucks wouldn't start after sitting overnight in freezing temps, while others talk about losing power on the highway or getting stuck with expensive tow bills. There's a lot of shared experience out there. People are posting photos of clogged injectors, screenshots of the P208E code, and even videos of their trucks struggling to start or running rough. The general sentiment? Frustration for sure, but also a lot of owners helping each other out. You'll find advice like running your truck longer in cold weather to keep the DEF system warm, using high-quality DEF, and making sure to drive longer distances instead of just short trips. Some even suggest parking in a garage or using engine block heaters to help prevent freezing. There are also success stories. Owners who followed Ford's guidance, ran the dosing test, and replaced the injector, reporting their trucks ran perfectly afterward. Many say that once the new injector is in, the check engine light stays off and the truck is back to normal. So, while the problem is annoying, the fix really is as simple as what Ford says. Test again, then replace the injector if needed. Don't ignore the warning signs, or you could end up with a much bigger headache. Big reminder, this is not a safety recall, and Ford's not mailing out letters or anything. It's up to you to catch the problem early. If you're seeing code P208E, tell your dealer you know about SSM 48539 and what needs to be checked. The sooner you act, the less likely you'll be left stranded. And as promised, here's what you've been waiting for. Fixing a clogged DEF injector at the dealer can run anywhere from $300 to $600, depending on labor rates and parts pricing. If you're out of warranty, that's coming out of your pocket. So, catching it early and knowing what to ask for can save you a lot of money and hassle. Just so you know, the typical cost to replace a DEF injector on these Ford diesel trucks usually ranges from $300 to $700 at most dealerships, depending on labor and parts. Prices can vary, so be sure to check with your local dealer for the most accurate estimate. If you want more details or want to hear from other owners, drop a comment down below, give the video a thumbs up, And don't forget to subscribe for more straight-shooting truck advice.